DevOps is a series of methodologies that help you to align and automate the process across the phases of software development. It also allows you to automate the testing, the deployment, and the support of those applications. Now, these methodologies include best practices such as code repositories, application build automation, continuous deployment, and many others, right? Now, DevOps is a huge cultural shift compared to traditional development life cycles, right? How we develop applications nowadays way different than even a few years ago, right? Even 5 years ago, I would say. We incorporated a lot of open source libraries and tools. As a matter of fact, here I actually have a funny Python script example where I import most of the code from other open source libraries that may come with tons of vulnerabilities, and then I introduce my own too, right? So you get the idea here, right? Now, talking about idea, there's somewhat of an idea that there's no place in DevOps for security, and that's actually a myth. DevOps actually integrates a number of functional areas, including security, into the final work product. The major difference is that this new DevOps-oriented world is actually that everybody's input is actually brought in earlier in the development process and then automated to ensure sure, predictable release times and quality, right? So while DevOps is actually a powerful paradigm shift, companies often don't understand how security fits, and that's the problem, right? Now, DevOps introduces continuous delivery. Unlike the old methodologies like waterfall and agile, DevOps allow developers to make changes to their applications basically on a daily basis, right? And in some cases, actually multiple times a day. This is often seen in cloud environments like Netflix, WebEx, YouTube, Facebook, and many others. Now, in DevOps, you have to integrate security at every step. Many people think that DevOps does have benefits in security since a lot of the tedious tasks can be automated. And it also allows you for being more consistent at the end of the day. However, nowadays we still find tons of vulnerabilities in these modern applications. So, it's not like we actually solve everything right now. So, in addition to the open source library that I'm actually mentioned, earlier in this lesson, another thing that is actually super popular in DevOps environments are microservices and containers. And in many cases, developers just pull Docker containers from external sources without verifying if there's any vulnerable components in those containers. This dramatically increases how we address security nowadays.